The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Adesola Amosu, is optimistic that participants in the course 23 of the National Defense College would focus more on how best to conduct peace operations in Nigeria and the rest of Africa.
Air Marshal Amosu, who spoke at the inauguration of course 23 of the National Defense College, said the contribution and expertise of military officers are needed to stop the increasing wave of extremism and terrorism. Our correspondent Amaka Okafo reports.
In line with military traditions, the Chief of the Air Staff, who was the guest of honor at the inauguration of Course 23 of the National Defense College, inspected the Guard of Honor. Done with that, the Sani Abacha Auditorium was the venue for the business of the day. The message by the military leadership for the participants, drawn from Nigeria and 11 other African countries, was for them to come up with solutions to the rising cases of extremism, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world.
You are attending this course at a very critical time when our nation, our region, and indeed the international community are seeking solutions to the rampant wave of extremism and terrorism that is threatening nations and world peace. I am therefore confident that while on this course, you will be able to prefer workable short-term and long-term solutions to the problem of terrorism and insurgency in our great country and Africa as a whole.
Drawing lessons from the management of the Ebola virus disease in Nigeria, Air Marshal Amosu believes that the same united front can be applied to solve the country's national security problems.
This unity of purpose can also be brought to bear in our fight against Boko Haram insurgency. How do we apply this unity? Focus on purpose of having a united front to fight Boko Haram. If we do that, the war will be tidied up earlier than expected.
Meanwhile, the college administration says changes and improvements have been made at the college to meet the current realities in both internal and external peace support operations. The National Defense College has in the past contributed to the formulation of the National Defense Policy and the National Security Strategy. It is hoped that this batch of participants will take the advice of the Chief of the Air Staff and come up with the much-needed solution to insurgency in the country and beyond. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.